Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of Prismatic Horizons. I'm your humble dungeon master, Clayton McNinch. Here with me are some amazing players. To my right here, we have Chris. Down below, we've got Jace. Over there to the left, we've got Joan, and then Cali's on the other side. Awesome. So last we left off, well, actually, I should just mention up top that we did have some audio issues last episode. So sorry if you watched the stream or the playback, you weren't able to catch the first couple of minutes of it. But don't worry, you'll be able to catch right back up. So to catch up to where we were last session, our heroes were exploring the beautiful caldera mountain town of Venterra. High up in these mountains, high above the radiated wasteland that a sea of just desolate land between them and the next living beings. These brave heroes were able to explore some new dangers threatening their town, including something in the water and some rumblings from down below. After a quick stint into each of their lives, they met up down on the side of the mountain and were able to find some giant creature burrowing through it. When they heard the sirens go off up in the town, they knew something was up, and away they went. Our intrepid heroes arrived to see a giant bat-like creature with just huge holes in its face instead of eyes and some crazy ice breath just destroying their town. So we'll go now to our heroes and let's check out this battlefield as well. So our first hero in initiative with a 20 plus roll is going to be Blitz. Awesome.
All right.
Blitz, you find yourself here drawing your daggers. As you stare across the battlefield and begin running through the rubble, you're reminded of a moment when you were running through gravel across cold, misty morning air back when you were a kid. Tell me a little bit about that memory and what things were like for you at that point.
Well, Blitz has a few memories before everything changed, before the great event that made the world upside down. She was very young, but it was always a great joy for her. One of her dads was an artist and her other dad was a scientist. And so they had a great respect for nature and introducing her to being outside and being curious. And it brought her just a lot of joy.
As you run through this gravel path through the mountains, you see butterflies and birds flying by. Suddenly, all of that is whisked away as freezing air blasts beside you. You get a chill that runs from the base of your spine all the way to your neck. What does Blitz do in this moment?
Blitz is not thinking. Blitz is immediately in fight mode and is just going to attack. How far am I from the creature?
Pretty far. You see it's over by the well. So you guys are currently over here. It's probably like 70 plus feet away from you.
Okay.
We're like 90 feet away.
Fantastic.
At least I am.
I'll take my movement and my dash to get within 30 feet of the monster if I can.
Awesome. Go ahead and let's measure that out. 60 feet for you would be to somewhere right around these big ice blocks. You see, it has created just like this huge sort of barrier in between yourself and the creature out of ice.
All right. I will dash to about here. And that's the creature itself that I'm facing, correct?
Yes.
Then Blitz, both daggers ready, is gonna throw.
Awesome. So you're still within long range. You're still 40 feet away. If you want to get a little bit closer, you'll have a chance to get him.
Oh, okay, I see where it is now. How much more can I get?
If you can get to like, if you can get to here or here.
How's there? Is that good?
Sure. We'll here. How about there? That's within 30. Perfect. Awesome.
Okay.
You sort of duck up against the ice.
I don't really mind if it has partial cover from where I'm at. Can I just throw? I just want to try to hit it, try to get its attention.
So sorry, Jesse. I think you might be having some audio issues. If you want to take a second, but if you want to take your attack, go ahead and roll that in chat.
You see?
All right.
Yeah, that's a 22.
That is definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Fortunately, you're not going to get a sneak attack on this one, but next future rounds.
Can you hear me now?
Awesome. Your dagger flies into the side of the creature, injuring it. I'll go ahead and mark that. You see the beast roars in pain. It appears to sense immediately where the dagger comes from as your footsteps approach it, but it doesn't turn to look at you. It just sort of like stands up from where it was. Next is going to be layer action. You see the creature screeches incredibly high-pitched note, which causes a bunch of rubble and like glass shards to fall from the ceiling of the caldera down onto you guys. I'm going to need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. A dex save?
First episode of combat. We're already into it.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 13.
Everyone including Blitz? Even though Blitz
including Blitz. Blitz, I'll give you advantage on this because you have partial cover.
Oh no.
So I got a question. Can I do an insight check to see if the beast can see us? Or can it see us?
Yeah, I'll let you do so on your turn.
All right, cool.
How those deck saves looking, guys? Not too hot,
huh? Oh, Blitz got
a nat
26.
20 from Blitz.
Ooh.
Nice.
Blitz isn't having trouble. JC just is.
For anyone who got
what?
anybody, so sorry that DC is a little bit off. It should be 13.
Okay.
But anyone who got a 13 or lower, anyone who got below a 13, so a 12 or lower, you're gonna take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no.
That was close to max damage, just by the way.
That was half my health bar.
Oh.
What if I dodged it? Do I just take no damage, or do I take half?
No damage if on a success.
Woo! That's good. Hey, that's good, guys. I'm the front line, so we're good. We're good.
All right.
Just don't get hit again. See?
Wow,
Next
then.
up is going to be Stacey.
Alrighty then. How best to handle this? Stacey's just lost half of her health, so I'm gonna have to think smartly about how to handle this. What would Stacey do?
Stacey's like looking in wonderment at this creature and its amazing abilities, and then a giant shard of like partially formed like volcanic glass comes and like smacks you on the side of the shoulder, knocking you over.
That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice of you at all. Cool. I am going to, I think it's time to get cast in, right? Time to get cast in, time to get blasted.
Yeah. Caster and blaster.
How far away are you? Let's do a quick little measurement. Oh, you're in range. Cool. So Stacey has noticed that this thing is totally cool with raining rocks down on everybody. So the first thing she's going to do is try to take cover under some of the trees. And I'm pretty sure she'll have the movement to, not there. Maybe she'll duck under over here.
That's good. You'll get some cover there too.
It'll be fine. So a little cover. And that should still put her within 120 feet.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely. So I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage for it. And please describe what this spell looks like as you launch this attack.
Cool. So as she's like standing way behind everyone, they're all focused on this dragon. There's sort of almost like bolts of light that have coalesced into almost like crystalline shapes, squarish shapes. If we were to see one, you'd think of like 80s synthesia kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. These magical waves of color just go flying into the creature, causing an incredible amount of damage.
And I get 3 darts. So it looks like that's a total of 7 points of force damage.
You see this static sort of sound surrounds Stacey as her hair flares up sort of dramatically around her. These vibrant colors swirl around her and fly into the creature across the cavern. None of you have seen any light show like this in a long time. We're going to go to the next person in the order. Which should be Milo.
Oh boy. Milo is not close enough to anything to be super effective, but can I do a perception check on this thing?
Yeah, absolutely. What are
Okay.
you trying to glean about the creature?
I'm trying to find out if it is celestial, an aberration, an elemental, a fae, or a fiend in nature, because I have a specific thing in mind.
Yeah, for sure. This creature does count as one of those types for you. Because of the world that we're in, that sort of we don't really have those types of creatures here, but we do. This is effective against this sort of like magical monstrosity before you.
Yeah,
So
I figured.
Mhm.
Then what I'm gonna do, if that's the case, I think Milo would want this thing, seeing how it's like ruined the crops and is close to some of her allies. Milo is gonna sprint for it, and get up. I think just do a full dash this turn, but good to know for next turn.
Cool.
I have to measure things. And her full dash would take her like right here.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah.
You duck up under a tree right there. Next, sort of, as you climb, as you run across the area and duck up against this tree, you think back to playing hide and seek in the woods with your sisters. Can you tell me about the last time that you did that?
Well, it was probably a couple days before everything happened, seeing as I was the one to watch them most of the time, and hide and seek was one of their favorites. But I think Milo just remembers not wanting to get caught and having that rush in her heart of this is just a game, and even if it is a game, it's still so thrilling, and having that kind of sadness hit her of that translating to now of this is no longer a game, and yet it's still a little bit thrilling, and that kind of I guess angers her that she still feels that way. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have any more anything else that you want to do on your turn?
I don't think I have any bonus actions I'm able to do, so I think that is just going to be it. Yeah.
Awesome. Next in our turn order are the villagers. So you guys see a group of people come piling out the front door, like almost right into the arms of this creature. You see Arthur leans out and yells out to Xray, "Xray, man the ballista!" And then he is going to lead everybody towards the gate over here. So they're going to and you see they reach they start opening up this huge wooden gate that's over by one side of Venterra. And that is their turn. Next up is Xray.
Oh boy. Well, normally he wouldn't listen to him. But this time, I think he's going to listen to him. So he's actually going to run over to the ballista, which I think, yeah. He's going to just go to the closest ballista.
Awesome.
And can I actually roll insight to figure out what I can, like, because I just want to know if I can if it can see like us, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll insight. By the way, this ballista also has some movement. It's on some wheels, so if you want to, you could like roll it around for the rest of your movement.
I got a 6. Nice.
As you look over at the creature, you see it turns its head towards you, and you don't see any eyes. You don't see like anything besides like this gaping maw and these huge like holes in its face. You have no idea whether it can sense you or not.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna test it out. So, well, I'm gonna take this ballista and I'm gonna try to get it a little bit closer so I can make it an easier shot. So,
Awesome.
I don't think I can move much farther.
You got 15 feet, so however far.
All right, we're moving right here with the ballista.
Awesome.
And how far can I shoot with this?
It's got a range of 120 feet.
Well, I'm in range. The question is does rage count as like can my rage benefit from the ballista?
Yes, your rage damage will add to. Wait, no, sorry. That's only with melee attacks.
Okay,
but
that's what I thought so.
Yeah. You can still take your attack if you'd like.
I'm still gonna rage.
Yeah, you do, however, gain the benefits of mountain combatant. So if you have any benefits from that, as you are now mounted out on this ballista.
Oh, okay. This just got spicy. So with that knowledge, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot.
Awesome.
Let me see what I gotta add here for mounted combatant. I have advantage on attack, or I only have advantage on melee attack rolls. Okay. On melee attack rolls against any unmounted, you can force any attack target on your mount.
So it looks like you're just going to make a regular regular attack roll. But you do get a +10 with this thing.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So I add my rage bonus as well, which is I think just a +2.
No, that's no.
Okay. Let's see. It's slash roll 1d20 +10. How about a dirty 20?
Ooh, dirty 20 is definitely going to hit.
Nice.
Let me pull this ballista attack up here. I'm going to click this ballista bolt and give you the damage, which is 2d10 +4. Not great, but you deal 7 points of damage as a bolt goes flying across. Blitz and Milo, you guys sitting here against the tree line, hear just as a bolt goes flying past you guys' heads and impales the wing of this creature, tearing a large hole.
Perfect. Xray is gonna kind of laugh a little bit and be like, "Ha ha! What'd you like about that? Don't mess with my crops!"
Amazing. All right. Next up in the order, that's going to be the creature. You see it turns to face you guys, and it's going to move up here. Let me get my measuring tool out. Yeah. All right. So I am going to need a Constitution saving throw from Xray, Milo, and Blitz.
Con save? Oh boy.
We're not even 20 minutes in and I'm sweating, just so everyone's aware.
Oh. Yikes. I got an 18. JC got a nat 1. and Cali got a 16.
I'm so glad I'm not affected by this.
Yeah, just
too.
out of range.
Oh gosh.
All right. So for anyone who got below a 14, you're gonna fail. Everyone else is gonna take half damage on this as a blast of cold air goes flying through. And by the way, that's 7d6. That's an incredibly low roll for that damage.
Wow, 76, and it only got a 12.
Yes.
Wow.
Miracles
insane.
do happen.
So does it? So for me, it's half, right? Since I'm in rage.
No, this is cold damage, so it's going to bypass rage.
It's half though, so that makes it 35.
Shoot.
That's that's not looking too good for Blitz there.
Yeah, but like, how many points of damage?
Only 12.
Only 12.
Out of 7d6. So I think you got the good end of the
That
trade.
feels impossible. Oh my gosh! Look at what it rolled. It's 2,
Yeah.
1, 2, 2, 2, 1.
Yeah, 2 1s and all the
Miracles
rest are
do
2s.
happen.
Yeah. You guys, as the creature blasts the cold air, you see the majority of the blast is directed right at this this sort of fire here in the center, and it becomes just like covered in ice, the whole thing.
Oh.
Cool. That makes sense.
Awesome. We will go to the next part of the initiative order, which is going to be back to the top, and that is Blitz.
Okay, how's my audio?
You sound good.
Okay. Oh, it's right there. Sorry, there's been a lot of technical things on my end.
It's all right. We're glad you're here with us.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide. Try to get like around this corner here.
Awesome. Go ahead and make that stealth check. You need to beat
I
a
think
12.
she beat it. I think she beat it.
Yeah, probably. Oh my gosh. Like a shadow, Blitz darts across the causeway as the dragon creature closes its mouth. Go ahead and take your attack with advantage.
Okay. Sorry, which one of you guys going slow?
That's only an 8 to attack.
With advantage, it's an 11.
Okay, roll 20 just went down on me, so if it's okay, I'm gonna roll
sorry.
just my dice.
We actually have your damage in there.
Okay.
Yeah. While you get roll 20 caught up, Blitz, you flash out a knife and throw it into this creature. Yeah. What are you thinking about as you make this attack?
Honestly, Blitz has just gone blind and tunnel vision on this creature. The thought process behind survival is just a clear straight line for Blitz at this point.
You remember back to a time when you had to make a decision like this to fight or run. You remember fire and blood and the sound of crackling lightning. We're going to move on to our next character. Actually, instead of that, we have our lair action. The creature roars in pain from the strike, and I'm going to need everyone to make those dexterity saves again. But everyone did get cover this round, it looks like, so go ahead and make those with advantage. Oh, except for Xray.
Yeah, I'm not cool enough.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna roll bad.
Joan, I think you might be muted.
I said I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Oh my gosh.
I got an 11. Sure, I don't have advantage. Technically, the thingamabob, the fires just got frozen over. Maybe that's giving me cover.
No can do. Unfortunately, you're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, so it will be halved for you still. But
down,
everyone.
Right?
So sorry.
It's half down, right?
Yes. So it'll be 5. And then everyone else who made the save will take no damage. Just more shards of glass falling from the ceiling. You hear people yelling. That is going to be Stacey.
Okay. My thinking is that it targeted the fire. So I guess I'm wondering if maybe that was something of a priority for it, because it didn't seem like it was trying to hit our allies. It was trying to hit the fire. Can I make like some kind of, I guess, maybe Arcana or Insight or something to see if it might be vulnerable to fire?
Absolutely. Do Arcana check, please.
Cool. Happily. 19.
19. Wow. Yeah, you see that the creature appears to be like creating this cold, but in itself is a like warm being. You suspect that it would be just hurt regularly by fire damage. However, as you like shuffle around the tree to notice it, you do step on a broken branch. As that crack is heard, you see the creature turn its head towards you. And you suspect that maybe some sound might be able to hurt this thing.
Sound, you say? I have an idea. We'll see if I can pull this idea off and if I can get close enough to do it safely.
Can I do a perception check to see if I notice that?
60.
It would have been an Arcana check on your turn.
Damn. Okay. Well, I meant like notice the beast, like hear the twig and see the beast turn.
Oh yeah, everybody sees the beast turn towards Stacey.
Stacey, bring the noise to me. Make noise near me.
I can. That's an option. Cool. So here's what Stacey is going to do. She is going to move 30 feet here to this space.
Awesome.
So this space, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now that she is within 60. No.
Oh, one more.
Don't
Sorry.
tell me. One more?
Yeah.
I've got one more. Oh, you're right. Thank goodness. Cool. It's
your
just
back.
what I needed to be right in range of the creature.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to cast Shatter.
Ooh, awesome. Go ahead. This thing makes a save against that, correct?
Correct. It makes
What kind of save do I need to make?
Is a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Put it in chat for everybody to see. That's a 5. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh yeah. And I am casting this second level spell. 18 points of thunder damage. How's that for a sound-based attack?
This thing does not take 18 points of thunder damage. This thing takes 36 points of thunder damage. As you rip into it, you see Stacey holds up her hand as more vibrant colors just sort of expand inside the prisms of the shards of ice besides the creature before the ice explodes in a cacophony that makes the creature just scream in terror and turn to you with malice in its eyes. Yeah.
I figured out the answer. It's noise.
Go, Stacey.
What can I do here?
She's really excited because she's learned a new thing about this creature, but also really upset because now it's going to attack me.
But before that, we are going to go to Milo.
Amazing. Milo, I think, is prioritizing everyone's safety above actually killing this thing, and is going to step forward because she's dumb, but I love her. 15 feet. Is this like here? Is this within its attack range? Like if I move away from it? Okay.
You are also not close enough to make a melee attack on it yet.
Yes, I am aware.
Okay.
Because I'm not doing a melee attack.
Ooh,
Instead,
right.
I am going to Milo like centers herself and holds a symbol on her chest that is underneath her hoodie, so you cannot see what it is, and uses an action to channel divinity and do Abjure the Extraplanar.
Awesome.
So what that means is any aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, pretty much magical monstrous creature within 30 feet of me that can hear me makes a wisdom save. On a failed to save, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Wisdom saves are not the strong suit.
Yeah, and because it has let me make you a deal. Because it has a weakness to sound, and the spell specifies as can hear me, does it get disadvantage on the saving throw?
I will not give you that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I figured. Had to try.
Not going to give it disadvantage on this save. I need it to stay around. Come on. Guys, I need my monsters. That's a net 20, so I'm very sorry about that. What do you say as you stand up before this creature?
Oh no. I played this out before it succeeded, so Milo takes a step forward and goes, "Hey, ugly! It's time to leave. You can't stay here." Fully fails that, and instead does a little, well, and cast divine favor on herself.
What's up, good
divine
looking?
favor on herself as a bonus action.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
then goes back to 15 feet.
Yeah. In response, the beast just growls extremely loudly.
Well,
amazing. After that is going to be the townsfolk. They are going to get the heck out of Dodge. You see them just straight up run through the door and close it behind them. You don't hear the lock sound, but you do see them close the door. All right. After that, it's going to be Xray.
Dope. All right, Xray. Seeing what Stacey did, he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in front of Stacey, and he's gonna say, he's gonna take the ballista as well.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's got 30 feet of movement, so
perfect. And he's gonna say, Stacey, do it again. I believe in you.
Do what again? Do the thing?
Do what you just did, but again, if you can.
Oh, yeah. I can do it. I can do it like 2 more times, and then Schmatz gets tired.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's all I need to know. I'll try to keep you covered. And he is going to fire the ballista again.
Awesome. Go ahead and make that plus 10 attack roll.
Okay, this is 20 plus 10. I hate roll 20.
Unfortunately, a 12 is not going to do it. As you launch your missile out, you hear it just off the creature's rock-hard carapace. Its attention is definitely in this direction, down this corridor.
Perfect.
Yes?
Can I just make like some noise so I can draw it closer?
Yeah, go ahead and what do you say?
Come here, Bree. Let's tussle. Let's go. He's getting really excited. Xray's getting really excited.
As you say that, the creature stands and takes a deep breath in. I'm going to roll 1d6 in chat now. You guys don't want a 5 or a 6.
Please don't be a 5 or a 6.
Okay!
That's a 1.
We take those.
We take it.
The creature leaps from the ground straight into the air. Flies up over Blitz, casting a shadow over Xray.
Oh no.
Before turning to face Stacey.
Oh
God.
No.
Man, I used all my movement. I can't attack.
All right. Here comes a bite attack. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit. I have 12. 12 AC.
You see this creature, huge gnashing teeth come at you as it just rushes you down.
Stacey is horrified. Absolutely horrified. Throws herself out of the way as best she can.
As you jump to the side, a huge chunk of the ground is taken out where you were standing.
Okay, I think I'm starting to see why you guys don't want to study it anymore.
The creature growls in anger and turns to you once more. That's going to be Blitz.
Okay, let's see how it's going. I guess I'm still gonna just try to get as close to the creature as I can.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and take your movement.
I still can't access roll 20. So...
Oh, so sorry. Here, I can move you if you'd like. You are within. Let's see here. You can move up to within 30 feet of the creature if you'd like to take an attack.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Awesome. Are you trying to find some cover?
No, I'm just trying to get kind of between Stacey and Xray if I can.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we get you between Stacey and Xray. We'll put you right there. There you are. You rush up to this creature who just flew over you.
Okay. Same trick. Dagger.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try something. We'll see if it works.
Unfortunately, an 8 is not going to hit. You toss it up at this creature who bats it away with one of its huge claws, snarling at you. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, can I use another dagger on my bonus action? I don't think I can.
They're light weapons, aren't they?
Finesse. And
Yeah. Well, we'll rule that you can take that attack. You'll just suffer the multi-attack penalty, but
okay.
Go for it. Nine is not going to hit either, unfortunately. Dagger goes out. Creature stands and just takes it to the chest. Doesn't seem to affect it at all.
All right, I will just hold still then.
I'm going to need everyone to make some dexterity saving throws. Milo, you have advantage, but everyone else is making this regular.
Oh no.
This is not good for a couple of us. Nice. Good roll, Stacey.
Little miracles. Little miracles.
Is that dex save?
Yes, dexterity save. DC
Perfect.
13.
I got a 19.
Awesome.
I got a 5.
With advantage, unfortunately.
Yes.
With advantage. So wait, everyone passed besides the one who has advantage?
Yeah. As the creature roars, you guys hear just the sound of just one thing falling from the ceiling. All of you look up, except for Milo, who presses themselves into the tree even more. And the thing splits the tree behind you in half as a huge stone just lands, sort of knocking you to the side. You take 14 points of damage, and that is going to be to the next person.
So are these reactions or just like legendary actions?
That's a layer. It's a layer action.
Oh, okay.
If we could get it out of its lair, then it wouldn't be able to do this anymore. But we don't really have that option.
Nope. You guys are fighting it here. All right. That is going to be Stacey's turn.
Cool. I'm not panicking at all. Why would I be panicking? No, of course not. This is all perfectly fine. This was all according to Keikaku.
Stacey, get out of here! Get out of here, Stacey! Run!
Cool. I'm gonna cast Shatter again.
Good plan.
And I'm gonna place it to make sure that it doesn't hit any of my allies.
Awesome.
And so we'll click that button real quick. Say DC 14 on a con saving throw.
This is a big one. This is straight up. Creature gets a +3. That is going to be an 8 on that save. Low rolls for my bat.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
What's that? It's times 3, right?
And assuming that doesn't just straight up end combat, then I'm going to use the telekinetic feat. So I can telekinetically shove one creature within 30 feet of me, 5 feet away from me. And since
Awesome.
he is within that space, we can do that. So he has to make me a strength saving throw, DC 14.
Ooh, low rolls. Oh.
That is going to be a pass on a strength save, but
Okay.
as you push against this creature, a huge shockwave emanates from you. This creature turns its head left and right, and you said 20. You did 13 points of thunder damage.
13 points of thunder damage with the spell.
You are just exactly able to take out its hit point total with that.
Yes.
It's dead. Nice.
As your sound just reverberates throughout the caldera, the creature screams once more and takes to the skies, begins flying straight up and out. And that is where we will end combat. Ooh. How's everybody doing?
Stress.
I need to breathe.
Xray's gonna come out of rage, and he's gonna go grab his leather jacket and his gloves, put his axes away, and then he's gonna check on everyone, and just I think the first one he's gonna check on is Stacey. I bring over like a little stool, and I set it down next to Stacey, and I say, "Take a seat."
I immediately sit down. There's no argument.
I kind of like kneel down and like
hear the roars of the creature as it flies away.
It's not flying near towards like Venterra.
No, it's you can like hear it getting softer and softer.
Okay, good. So yeah, I kneel down and like see if she's okay.
Physically, she did get hit by some of that falling debris, so she's a little banged up. But for the most part, fine, not in any danger. Mostly she's kind of like breathing hard, and like we just fought that thing. We just fought that could have killed us all.
Yes.
That was incredible. I have to know how it did that thing with the ice, and like it exhaled and like caused the temperature to drop and froze things. It didn't even have the moisture to do that. Where did it get it from? Does it perhaps have some sort of internal moisture sacs? How does it?
Xray's just gonna stand up and walk away as she goes on her rant.
Well, so just go on this rant for like several minutes.
And she's now gonna check on Blitz and Milo, see if those two are doing okay. I know Milo got hit pretty good on that last attack.
Milo's gonna come up by you guys actually, and does this is dumb, but she does a lay on hands on Blitz for 5, and then does a 10 on herself, but very clearly like heals Blitz first and then herself second. Are you okay? I saw that you got hit with some rocks. Everything okay?
I am fine.
As you go over, you sort of pull out sort of like this stim pack, start patching up your friend. You guys see the ice here does not appear to be like melting at all.
I'm far more concerned about the thing that just endangered our.
Yeah, that's definitely problematic. Can I do a nature check on the crops?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me a nature check. If you anybody else would like to do some checks around here, investigation would also be pretty useful.
Oh man, both of them are really bad for me.
Me too.
I don't know about investigation.
I only got an 8.
15 investigation.
Milo's also
Nice.
going to spend her last 5 lay on hands on Stacey. Just in the middle of your rant, just going to hold your hand for a second and give you some power.
Give you some juice.
In the middle of her rant,
as
she
a
just,
player,
like,
I'm a little
paused.
upset you didn't kill me, but Xray doesn't really care because he really didn't do anything in that fight.
Did you take any damage?
I did take damage. I just didn't take a lot of damage.
Oh, okay. I did not notice. Also, I can't touch you because you're poisonous.
No, my leather jacket's on.
Oh, okay.
But you do require touch for that spell.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So,
That might be a problem in the
Definitely a
future.
problem.
in the middle of her rant, like, she doesn't even notice the healing she's getting. She's just full on like hyper focused. And she turns and looks towards the frozen fire. And like, is the fire like still burning inside of there, or is it like extinguished?
You look at the burning fire and you see, incredibly, the flames appear to be moving. And you see they are outlined in blue and in slow motion, as just like this static smoke rises up above them.
This is super cool. Okay. I don't suppose that my detect magic from earlier is still running.
Sorry.
Worth a shot. Cool. Well, whatever. We've got time. I can ritual cast detect magic and see if I can figure out what's going on. Or at the very least, make an Arcana check if that's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Cool.
As you start scanning the area, some of the townsfolk begin to open the door and come back in, having heard the creature leaving. You see many of them go to attend the crops immediately, and several go inside to take care of other things that they probably left right away as soon as this dragon attacked. You see Arthur says, I left a kettle on the stove. I'll be right back.
I'm curious. Xray wants to pull out one of his axes and swing at the ice just to test it, just to test something out.
Cool. As you swing at the ice, Blitz, you notice some other stuff. You notice that the well is kind of busted. See, some of the stone is like blown away. There's like obviously like some scratch marks, but there's like there's other damage there as well. You might have to get closer to take a look.
I definitely want to get closer, and I'm gonna call to Milo. Milo, I think this is definitely going to be a problem in the future if we don't figure a way to close this.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're right. And I'm going to get closer as well.
As you guys peer down the hole, you actually see some sunlight coming through, because you know that this comes out where the big stone boulder was, and that there was some like light that was able to filter around the boulder. It appears that this is just a passageway between those 2 points. As you stare down at the bottom of the well, though, you do see reflecting through like the liquid down there is the light. You don't see any of the liquid moving. It doesn't appear. You think it might be ice.
Can I drop a rock down?
You hear
Well, that doesn't sound very drinkable, does it?
We are out of water.
Quieter. Shh. If you say that too loud, people will start to panic.
Does my attack do anything to this ice?
Go ahead and take an attack roll.
Okay, this could be a problem.
Also, as we're passing by to get to the well, I want to touch some of the ice on the trees and see if it's cold to the touch, just to
Absolutely,
make sure.
yeah, freezing.
I can't X. I got a 19.
You manage to get your axe embedded in the ice, but you're not able to strike cleanly through it. It's really thick. As you pull your axe out, you see shards of the ice land on the ground. You pick one of them up, and you notice that it's not like it doesn't look totally clear. You see some sort of like static inside of it. There's something up with this.
I bring it over to Stacey because I know she'd want to take a look at this, and I show it to her.
Stacey, as your detect magic is up, you feel Schmatz come over, and with his presence nearby, he reaches out and touches the water. And in your hand, Chris, you see, after maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, the ice begins to melt. And then from the little pool of water in your hand, effervescent bubbles.
Where have I seen this before?
This reminds you of contaminated waters.
Is this the same as what makes the fog?
Yes.
This is a problem, like a very, very big problem.
Wait. Maybe I can fix this. Let me try that thing I figured out when I accidentally put salt instead of sugar into my drink. And I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on the water, and it lets me clean things within a 5-foot area. So I'm going to try and clean the water to purify it.
As you reach your hand out, you see Schmatz pulls his finger back, and with it, a bunch of bubbles pull out of the solution. You still see, though, remaining in the bottom, a few left over.
Oh no!
I'm gonna ask for Milo and Blitz to come over to show them what we discovered.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this is bad. That well is not drinkable anymore.
I have a connection that might help me purify some of it to have temporary stores, but you're
we
right.
Already tried that, and I don't think it's gonna last long.
I couldn't pull much out of it.
You guys see Arthur returns from the huts. Thanks for getting that guy out of there.
Honestly, it was mostly Stacey.
Yeah.
Stacey,
Oh gosh.
Stacey
Yeah, I definitely helped. I was a big help.
You
Stacey,
were.
you got rockets or something? Like, what was that?
Oh no, that was I asked Schmatz for help.
You were very brave today.
Thank you. I'm 19. I'm an adult.
Sure, bud.
Look, well,
I helped.
I guess we can start reconstruction on the well here in a little bit, but yeah, it shouldn't be too much of an issue, right?
Reconstruction is not going to be helpful, Arthur.
What do you
Right.
Hey, Arthur, can you give us a second? Can you give us a sec?
Out of everyone that needs to know, I think Arthur is one of them.
You think so?
We're not
Of course.
safe here anymore. We cannot consider this a home if we don't have necessities to survive.
He takes a look down the well. Why isn't it moving?
It's
Arthur?
The monster turned it to ice.
And we just learned that if this ice was to, say, melt or, evaporate, we're not going to be able to use that water because it turns into contaminated water.
You see he looks at the little puddle left in your hands. Purses his lips. Well, we still have, those stored barrels from the rainwater catch, but that's not going to be a long-term solution for the number of people we have up here.
Yeah.
We need to figure out a solution quickly, because otherwise we're not gonna. This is not gonna bode well for the town.
He nods his head. He looks over and he says, "Now, y'all remember that messenger from Puria that we got a while back, talking about how they had set up a similar situation to ours, and that they had been working on some technology as well. I mean, you could also go to like Menishtan, but that's like way too far. Be faster.
We'll have to set up a scouting party to try to find a clean source of water somewhere. Far
I
enough away from
volunteer.
the fog. Yeah.
Stacey.
I mean, Arthur, before you start, Stacey was.
I was gonna say I think it's a good idea.
Wait, what? Really?
I'm inclined to agree.
Xray is just gonna nod his head and agree, and then he's gonna say, Stacey,
You're the only one who seems to know anything about this.
the reason we won that fight is because you figured out its weakness. Let's find the solution to this predicament.
Well,
You'll be a town hero.
A hero? Do you think that would... Do you think that would make people like me? I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to try and do this.
Kid, you know people here already love you. That's it.
I don't always feel like it, you know? I hear what they call me behind my back. I know they call me Spacey Stacey and stuff like that.
You see, he looks down and sort of tugs on his beard.
I know I'm weird. But I want to prove that I'm worth something to everyone. And maybe if I do something really cool, they'll want to be my friend. This could be what does it for me.
Well, I admire your courage. I don't think we're going to get the same attitude from 5, although you'll probably need to stay here. But you can't go out to them woods alone. Who else where are you taking with you? I mean, I could go, but I got my family, my mom.
Arthur, you got to stay here and help distribute the rainwater. You're a common presence that none of us could provide. I think it'd be best if I will go with Stacey in order to keep her safe and also to provide the bronze to the brains.
Yeah, high five.
Not right now, honey.
Okay.
He nods. See, he looks over at the Ruel. He says, yeah, I mean, we were all just sitting here minding our business, just tending to the fields. But then did you guys hear what happened before the creature came?
No.
He reaches down and swipes a finger along the ground next to the well, reaches it up, and you see black dust on his finger. It says, blast and powder.
Someone ambushed us?
That was the explosion?
Somebody opened this well up.
To let the creature through.
Blitz is immediately going to look around the perimeter and knowing there's probably not going to be traces of who these people were left, but it's going to look for something in the area that distinguishes out of the ordinary.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
While Blitz is doing that, Xray is gonna say, well, I better go too. Just knowing the circumstance.
The two of you sort of head off to take a look around. JC, what did you get on that roll? 14. You look around, especially near the area of the blast, and you're able to find a little bit of like plastic packaging. You see it's just like this red, like broken piece of plastic. And it's got some like words and letters on it, just in like the common tongue for the area.
Does any of this seem familiar or?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
I will also make an insight check.
11.
Why not?
JC, go ahead and
I
give yourself advantage on this check.
Okay.
I didn't know anything.
No.
One better.
I have the worst rolls tonight. I'm sorry.
It's okay. With the 12, and Chris, what did you get?
I only got 6.
You got no idea. But
I got
JC,
no clue.
you look at this and I mean, it could be from any number of different like stores or locations. This looks like it was probably just some material that somebody got a hold of. But you don't know that many groups that would use something like this, especially against a thriving like town or organization. Somebody with dark motives.
I guess I'm the only one that hasn't officially said that I'm going yet, so I'm going. And it's not because Milo's going. I think it's important that we find someplace secure. And Stacey, you were very powerful. That was very, very impressive.
I mean, I didn't do it on my own. They did it with schmots, but thanks.
Yes. That's why there's a but following the sentence. There are people out there who would look at what you can do, and they will try to take it from you. They will do everything in their power. And that's not the kind of admiration that I think you're looking for. And so I will go, because I will make sure that doesn't happen.
That sounds a little scary, actually. Like, you're saying they try to take schmots away?
Exactly.
No, that's not happening.
Xray is just gonna walk up to Stacey and pat her on the back, like, I'll be there too. Don't worry.
Oh, you're coming too? She immediately brightens up.
Plus, your mom would kill me.
I mean, like, maybe she doesn't need to know that I'm going.
She needs to know.
Yeah.
We'll vouch for you, but she does need to know. And we'll all keep each other safe out there.
I'll put in a good word.
Speaking of, at this point, you see your grandmother walking in. She's sort of hobbling along the path. As she sort of makes it up to the steps, she knocks her foot against one of the steps, and it comes off. Stacey's mom has a prosthetic foot, and she just sort of like accidentally like knocks it off, and she pops it back on. continues on her way up the steps. Stacey, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay, Mom?
Oh, just difficult for me to walk that far, but we're doing fine.
Stacey starts getting a very guilty look on her face.
Something wrong, dear?
Before Stacey says anything, Xray's gonna step in and, hey, Stacey has been selected to go on a little adventure with us, and I'm gonna be there. Milo's gonna be there. Blitz is gonna be there. We're gonna take her on a little trip, and she'll be totally safe.
Okay.
And she's gonna tag along with us.
Like a vacation?
Yeah, a little vacation.
Oh. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Perfect. Yes. Nat 20.
Milo's gonna turn around so her face doesn't give away how much of a lie this is.
Okay, a 21. That's what we like to see.
We needed that.
She says, "Good. Well, I mean, I'm sick of this place, so I'm sure you must be. You've spent your whole life here."
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't regret growing up with you here, right? I mean, even if I was born, right after the whole Eshcaton happened. So, this is... But, I want to see the rest of the world.
Right since.
Yeah.
Well, now's your time to do it, I guess.
Thanks, Mom.
She looks out and says, "Maybe you can figure out why the ocean creates those huge clouds and cover the land and darken the world."
Oh, that'd be really cool. I have this theory that I've been working on. You see, the way that the waves crash upon the shore, and she will go on like this unless nobody stops her.
You see your mom very politely and lovingly takes you by the arm into the home to hear the rest of your story and prepare you for the journey ahead.
Oh, thank God I stepped in, because she would have messed up that lie.
What are our other characters going to do as they prepare to leave the commune?
So, I guess my question is, where are we going? Where are we going to go?
Arthur looks at you guys and he says, "Well, that's a very good question. Where do you think you can find answers or help?"
I'm gonna be super biased here. Can we go across the ocean?
He says,
"No."
He looks at you and he says, "What makes you say that?"
No reason.
Can I make first an insight check on that answer and then a survival or some kind of history check to see what the best place would be to go?
Go ahead and make. Go ahead and do insight and then a history.
Okay.
Do I do a deception check? Do I do a deception check then?
Yeah, for sure.
Am I good in deception? Let's see. Ooh, +2. Nat 20. Here we go. Come on. Ooh! Yes! Why am I rolling good when it doesn't matter?
Xray rolled a 19 just for the
I rolled
stream.
a 19.
Of course.
Also, I have a -2 to history, so if someone else wants to roll this as well, that would be preferable.
I'll help Milo.
I'm not here. Sorry.
Sure, I'll roll a history check, even though I got a -1 to it.
8.
Nice, I got a 6.
So sorry. Go ahead and Milo. What did you get?
Yeah, Milo got an 11, but Blitz got an 18. So Milo is going to like pull out a map and immediately turn to Blitz, and be like,
the two of you look at each other. You're thinking about who keeps track of like resources, like who knows like all of this information, and there's not one person. Like, not really. There's travelers out there in the wasteland that you might be able to run into who could give you advice. It seems like what you need is new technology, some way to purify your water.
Would I know of someone possibly, since I go out into the wasteland?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll me a history check if you'd like.
God.
But also, I just wanted to note, you two, Milo and Blitz, you do know one group of people who are nomadic, who might have some ideas about where you can find this information.
I got a 12.
Yeah, you know of like several like cults that roam the countryside, just like groups of people who basically go from one town to the next, ravaging, scavenging, and then moving on. But other than that, you don't have anyone in particular that comes to mind.
Okay. Well, I think we need to figure out our destination first. After that,
you see Arthur chimes in. He says, I mean, that Pyrian scout did say that they were working on some electrolysis machine.
I think Pyria is the next logical step.
Electrolysis, it's like when you break stuff down using electricity. Yeah, I don't get it that much either.
Okay.
Pyria is the closest thing that we have to another town like ours. So we need to find something that's safe for everyone. Probably be the closest place.
Okay. I think that's where we go then. Start there. And once we figure out more information, we plan further from there.
Awesome. You guys begin to map the road to Pyria. You see that there are several routes that you can take across the world. There are many blank parts of the map that you hold in front of you. This world is full of creatures and creations unknown. As you see the blank spaces, your imagination goes wild. But you do see a path that goes around this huge ocean, across a land bridge, over to Pyria. Alternatively, if you guys were able to find maybe a port city with some sort of water transport, you could theoretically travel straight across the ocean to Pyrios. And you know that Pyria's like on sort of like a port city.
But we don't know any of Port City that is near us that can take us there.
You have several towns on like an old map of like old burned out cities from before the Eshcaton, but yeah, you could check them out.
I'll check
How
them out.
long-
If we've got a port.
How long would it take, by land or by sea? What's the relative difference?
The relative distance, the difference, yeah. So assuming that you guys were able to obtain like a relatively steady transportation across the sea, you guys could cut your travel time by 2/3.
Wow.
You see that the trail that goes north is extremely treacherous. according to reports, there's like lots of like you see these reports of like these like motorized wolves up north in the timberlands. You also hear of like these crazy bears with like these saws and anyways, but nobody really knows what's like out in the ocean. There aren't people who take that route really. So.
Well, we can go safe and risk taking more time and having people without water, or we can go risky and risk us never coming back.
My question is how much food would we need to take for this trip? Because
so if you're able to do it, if you're able to like get transportation, go via the fastest route possible, you would be able to arrive there in probably like a month.
wow.
Overseas?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the rations for that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have the rations to go over land either. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's easier to hunt over land.
You're an experienced
also
hunter,
true.
and believe it or not, Milo and I know our way around this country pretty decently.
I am experienced in hunting.
I think, is Arthur still here?
Yeah, Arthur's looking at the map with you guys as well.
I turn to Arthur. I think our best bet is to send groups of our people to neighboring cities and hope that they're merciful.
What neighboring cities?
Just sending people to...
You want to send people out into the wasteland to try and find vestiges of civilization?
That's really dangerous. The only reason I go out is because I'm experienced.
Well, the alternative is people stay here and slowly lose water. But if
Do we have any
if
other
you
wells
think
by
that,
chance?
No, this is your main well.
Okay. That's
if you think that we can make it out and back in time and find that technology, we can. It'll take us at least 2 months at minimum to get there and back, and more like 6 months.
So sorry, I that's there and back. Is
Oh,
a
it's
month.
a
there
month?
and back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so
that is significantly
us-
different.
it'll take us a month or 3 months, and if you can ration it out correctly, and I know that you're the man for the job, Arthur, but we might be able to scrape by.
He nods. Well, you can take our vehicles. We don't have a very wide variety or selection, but we'll outfit you as best we can.
Any vehicle would be good. I'm the man to drive it.
He nods and he says, "Oh, I've ridden with you before. I'm not quite sure about that."
Hey, you're alive, aren't you?
He smiles and he says, "Yeah, but now I have heart palpitations at night, so, sticks in one."
That's not my problem. That's your problem.
Well,
He shakes his head. Well, seems like y'all got some thinking to do. And he points at the route and he says, even if you take the land route, it looks like you will have to pass by the port. Like, you will be taking a route near the sea, so you might have opportunity to find some alternative transportation there.
I think we're gonna have to go the land route, and then I think we get rations that the city can give us, and then after we get that rations, if we need more, I'll hunt. We'll get food and rations so we can.
He nods and he says, and there's always raiding. You can always scavenge around, but I'd recommend that y'all keep clear of any major urban areas. The remnants in those places tend to be less human and more thing.
Yeah. We have some
He says-
experience with that.
Saw a dude who was like literally fused to a conveyor belt. It was rough.
That guy was nasty.
Lord.
I will just let you know if we're going into Laceland, you're going to see a lot of gnarly stuff. Something that can haunt you.
Lots of things for
Okay.
Stacey to study.
He says,
Yeah.
well, first things first, y'all need a good night's sleep. Milo, you look pretty beat up. That thing got you good, huh?
I'm not as hurt as our people will be, so it's of no importance.
Yeah, she got real hit hard with the beast.
All
the
right.
rock.
He
Let's
says,
calm down
your glasses
about who
ain't
got
looking
hit
too
with.
hot either there, Xray, huh?
Hey, I don't wear glasses. Xray doesn't wear glasses.
Okay, fair enough. He says, well, your clothes are looking mighty askew, mister.
Hey, I didn't get touched. I barely
Mhm.
got touched, which is bad. But we're fine.
He rolls his eyes at you, and then he flicks you on the shoulder, and he says, now you've been touched. And then he walks away.
I'm just glad he
He
didn't say
shouts
that
over
I
his
was
shoulder,
like,
get a good night's sleep, y'all. There'll be portions for you inside.
I'm assuming like the sun's starting to set now.
Yeah, it's later in the day.
Well, I think we all should just get a good night's sleep, reconvene in the morning, and go from there.
Yep.
Xray is going to start walking away, but he's actually going to walk up the mountain and use his beacon again.
Awesome. As Xray heads up the mountain, we're going to cut from you to just see what our other PCs are going to get up to. Do any of you have other plans in between leaving and now?
Milo's gonna pull Blitz aside, probably into their shared place for a private conversation.
this is
If
a good
Stacey has
one.
any plans, we can. Yeah. I figured that part out. I was just thinking, you know what I know, obviously, that this isn't good, and I'm not thinking about it, but I am thinking about it. And if they have something that could help, I wouldn't make you go back, but
I think that is a last resort. Last resort
Yes.
meaning we meet them in combat and I kill a few people before we ask for their help.
I got it. I just don't want. I wanted to talk to you about it because I don't want people to suffer, like you did. So, regardless, I think the city plan is a good plan, and we'll see where it goes. And if we run into any of them out there, you know I'll want to take a sword to them about as much as you do.
Right. So they're not. A lot of them don't know why it's wrong. So if we have to stir some trouble, might actually be a little fun.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's find a real home this time.
That's a big ask, but I promise we'll try. I'm glad to have you out there with me.
Yeah, you too.
Don't sound so mad about it. Jeez. All right. I'm going to count rations. You do know what you need to do.
Make sure we all stay
Survive,
alive.
As you guys separate, the image of that symbol that hangs around your neck, Milo, is burning into your vision. We cut to Stacey, who is just finishing up her rant while her mother hands her another cup of tea.
So anyway, that's what my theory is, at least. But without any evidence, I can't really prove it.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, yes. It's crazy how much energy you have to use to make something cold. It's impressive, actually, how much ice it created out there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I gotta wonder what could have created something that powerful. Did it just go out and is it possible to, like, absorb the mist and use it as energy of some sort? I mean, it transforms all kinds of things, so.
I don't know. But it does remind me of a refrigerator compressor, so.
What's a
You
refrigerator?
hear that noise when it, like, oh, we had these big boxes back, like a storage container. They were full of, like, meat and vegetables and produce, and they were kept at a low temperature so that the things stayed nice and fresh for long periods of time.
Oh, that sounds really convenient.
Yeah, it was great. You could, like, cut open an orange and then have it the next day, and it would still be fresh.
Oh my goodness, that sounds awesome. You wouldn't have to eat the entire orange. You could just go, you wouldn't have to go halvesies with someone every time you only wanted half an orange. Why is that? I want to bring some of that cool stuff back. Wouldn't that be great to have things like the refrigerator?
She smiles and she says, yes, yes. But like many creations of our time, it was not quite as, not quite as easy on the world as we would have liked. The stuff that we used to make them kind of destroyed part of our atmosphere. But, oh well.
Oh, that sounds like less of a good thing. I wonder if there's a better way to do things.
She looks at you and she says, well, before you head out, you're going to be needing some supplies, yes?
Oh, yeah, I figured I'd just, pack up a bag and grab my book and probably be good, right?
Yes. Well, I know that you're an early packer, so I wanted to get you this before you had a chance to get everything squirreled away so you don't have to, repack everything. You see she reaches into a cabinet, and we are going to swap over to Chris. Xray reaches the top of the caldera. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you reach out with your signal.
God damn it. Why is it gotta be investigation every time? I got 12.
12. You spend most of the rest of the evening up here trying to locate the signal that you caught before. At one point, you think you hear the distant sounds of, like, low, steady rumbling. But then a moment later, the purring's gone. You're not quite sure if it was there in the first place. Cali, is Milo doing anything else before going to bed today?
You're muted.
You're muted currently. So sorry.
Nope. Man, gotta love technology.
Woo.
Yeah, always like super fun. All the. It's not the broadcast something breaks.
But I'm here.
We love streaming to you, the people. Did that fix it?
Yeah.
Good.
Incredible.
I'm glad you heard that.
How our reliance on technology causes problems, right? Anyways, go ahead.
Ooh. Can I get advantage because that was such a cool? Never mind.
No, go ahead.
Milo is going to be counting rations with Arthur probably the rest of the night until at least like midnight, and creating plan upon plan upon plan of like, okay, here is how this goes. If this thing goes south, do this. If someone gets sick this way, do this. And just hoping to map out as much as possible to keep as many people safe as possible. And she definitely blinks and like has to like slap her face a couple times to try to get that symbol out of her head and focus on the task at hand, and just is planning and planning and planning the night away. Real boring stuff.
Ooh. Yeah. We'll go ahead and hop over to JC. Is Blitz doing anything special?
Blitz is probably going to find their way to a very tall tree and is going to try to do night watch for as long as they can and see if they can spot anything. They are very much on high alert.
Awesome. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you sort of stare out over the wilderness.
Perception. 11.
You look out and you hear in the far, far distance a roar similar to one you heard today, but it's beyond worry or need for further thought. Sitting here in the tree as the sun sets, you get to see the gorgeous colors across the sky as they sort of blend into each other with the huge misty horizon ahead of you. What is Milo thinking about? Or sorry, what is Blitz thinking about?
Blitz is trying to remember that moment before in battle of looking at nature with curiosity and love and admiration, and now just feeling a lot of disgust for what the world has become. And part of that is a little bit of the disgust that Blitz has towards what they have become in order to survive in this world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of just kind of missing her father's, because she just wants to be a kid again, but knowing that that's not the mentality that she can go into the world with.
Like every other night, you pull your blades out from your pockets and begin cleaning them. You notice a large chip on one of them from your battle earlier today. One of many.
You notice that when she's looking at them too, she's looking up close. Nobody ever really fully gets a good look at her daggers because you don't want to be on the other end of them. But they look like feathers up close.
As you slide them into your pockets and hop down from the tree, we're going to pop over to Joan's character. Stacey's mom pulls out a little necklace from a jewelry cabinet that she has sort of hidden away in one of her drawers. She says, "Dearie, this was handed down to me from your great-grandmother, and just in case, it has a little poison spike in it. So here's how you use it."
Grandma.
And she shows you like this this gorgeous necklace that's like these rainbow jewels, and it has like a little tiny like hook moon on it, and you see that the moon has a cap that you can pull off if you need to use it in battle.
Mom, this is, I mean, it's really, really cool. I'm not gonna deny that. Like, this is super cool. I could just pop that off and like stab somebody with it. That's pretty rad. But like why do I need something like this? It's just,
She looks
why
at
do you
you
have something like this?
and she says, "The world is not a friendly place right now. Not that it was especially friendly to me when I was growing up, but it's there are people out there, things that will go to any lengths to get what they want. And that includes going through you. And we can't have that happen now, can we?"
Well, no, not, I mean, like not a whole lot of people really get me anyway, right? I mean, I've got you, I've got Mr. Xray. Yes, I would have Dad.
She smiles and she says, "Listen, this isn't to say that you need to become harsh or hard or cruel against the world, but it's important that a young girl knows her way around a knife." At least in my opinion.
Well, I mean, I don't think I can exactly peel fruit with this, so I imagine it's going to be a little different.
She smiles and nods, and she says, "Yes, but well, I think you'll still find use of it at some point in your journey."
Hey, I know it's a long shot, but people have survived out in the mist. Do you think it's possible that, I mean, the odds would be really against him, but
I don't know, dear. But
don't mind me. It was a silly question. I just,
no.
I
If there's
gotta,
anyone who knows, it's they're not here. So might as well go ask a question if you have the chance.
thanks, Mom.
She smiles at you. She says, "Now, go get a good night's sleep and pack that away nice and safe, okay?"
I will. I'll keep it close. She heads to her room, slips the necklace around her neck, tucks it on the inside of her clothes, and goes to bed.
Awesome. Milo, as you are sort of wrapping up plans for the night, you see it's long past sunset. You guys have a little oil lantern set up, bags under your eyes, bags under Arthur's. He turns to you. "Well, oh, one more thing before I forget." He goes back into sort of like his little hut area, and he comes back out and he says, "Listen, you know all my stories from when I was in the military, and well, I don't have much from those days, but you might find this useful. Provides the same level of protection, but it's a little bit less obvious than your current getup." And you see he hands you like a full like uniform, like a soldier's uniform, an official one.
Arthur, I appreciate it. But I'm trying real hard not to be anybody's soldier.
He smiles and he points to a little patch on the shoulder. And he says, "You know where I got that?"
Remind me.
I'll tell you what. Being a soldier isn't all about fighting. I got that for bringing back my buddy. And I mean, he probably could have done it himself. He was a hell of a jumper, especially on one leg. But yeah. Listen, the world's hard out there. And I know you care about Blitz a lot. But look out for yourself too, okay? Because there's people that care about you as well.
I appreciate the gesture, of course, and your words are as kind as always, Arthur. But if I look out for them, I'm looking out for me. I'll put it that way.
He smiles. Well, best get to bed.
Yes, indeed.
You head off to bed. Arthur sort of stays up a little bit. And Xray, as you come back, you see that he's waiting for you outside of West Venterra, sort of by the entrance to the building. He hails you down as you approach.
What's up, Arthur?
Howdy. Xray, why do you go by that, by the way? Isn't there something else you prefer?
I do have a name, but Xray just kind of thinks for a minute. Just kind of thinks about like his past and everything like that. The reason I go by Xray is because I don't remember a lot about my past. And it's just, I don't want to go by a name but that I don't know. So, and, you know, in my line of work, yeah, there's names can hurt sometimes.
He nods. Well, anyways, I figured you could use this. It's kind of your namesake. And he hands you a pair of X-ray goggles. And he says, "There's a little charger here too for you. It's got like voltaic cells, so leave it out in the sun. It'll charge up."
Xray smirks a little bit, and he holds a fist bump out for Arthur.
Arthur sighs. Can't believe I'm doing this. Goddamn, giving away my best items. Pounds you out. Says, "Take care of that, please. I don't want to see any scratches or dings when you come back." It's my only pair.
Okay.
He smiles. You head in. Blitz, you stay up for as late as you can, but eventually you see Fievel comes out to relieve you. It's probably like far past midnight at this point. He knocks on the base of the tree that you're in. "Hey, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. No harm."
Is it that time already?
Yeah, we're gonna need to change up.
All right. Everybody already asleep?
Well, I mean, most of them. Yeah, just me, and like a I think Stacey's mom is still up. She's got some like early morning selling that she's doing. But anyways, I just just wanted to say goodbye before you left. And yeah,
Don't get
you see he looks
sentimental
down kind
all
of
the time.
sheepishly. Sorry, what was that?
Don't get sentimental on me.
He kind of blushes and trails off. Speaking of which, I did think this could be an opportunity for a gift, and he pulls out like a little box. You can see sweat.
I'm not sure if I will. What did you do? And I'm gonna take it.
You pick it up. It's a pretty nice box. You see, it's kind of like a red velvet box. It has a little clasp on the front that's like a little hook claw. He says, "I found it while I was scavenging down in the town a couple miles away. Go ahead, open it up."
Flick it open.
You flick it open, and you see sort of like some springs just really lightly ease open the box. And in the moonlight, you see a pair of black cashmere gloves.
Oh, these are fancy.
He says, "I know you're quick-fingered, but these might help you be quiet-fingered as well."
You were a very strange individual, but I'll take them. Thank you.
He nods. And then he sort of stands there for a second, and then he says, "Are you going to keep the box?"
It's a really nice box.
Yeah, it's nice. I wasn't planning on displaying anything in it, anyways. Yeah, all right. Have a good night. Blitz. I'll see you later. And he sort of walks back towards the entrance. He gets about halfway there, and then he turns around and he's like, "Nope, I'm on watch. I gotta go."
I will make sure everybody stays alive. I'm not going to be lurking in the shadows like usual, scaring you.
He smiles and he says, "Yeah, you do that. We'll be waiting for you."
I'm going to sleight of hand the box back into his pocket.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, not great, but 11. Wow, a lot of 11s today.
You have advantage with your new gloves, by the way.
Oh, awesome. Even better. What is that? That is 24.
Nice, yeah. You quickly slip them back in without him noticing. And the box is now in his possession. Awesome. Our characters go to bed for the night, and in the morning, they awake. Any last minute plans as you guys gather together near the exit of Venterra?
Let's see. I think before Xray leaves, he's got to do one more check with his beacon.
All right. Go ahead and give me that investigation roll.
All right, something good. Please give me hope. I'm going home. I don't know why I keep reusing D20. I hate D20.
You all see Xray sort of cross his axes over his head momentarily, look confused out in the distance, before returning dejectedly to the group.
Oh, is that some kind of like religious thing? Put your hands above. No? Okay.
Xray's really irritated right now, so he's just not going to respond.
It's not any religion that I know of.
Is this something you would be worried about?
It's not a religion.
Fievel, Arthur, Stacey's mom, a bunch of other families are all here to see you off. You guys have full packs. You guys have your rations stored away. Arthur walks up to you, Xray, and he says, "Here." Drops keys into your hand. Says, "You can find her right outside the gate."
I'm gonna put the keys in my finger. And I'm gonna start spinning it. So you trust me now to drive the car?
He says, "I trust you enough to drive the car."
Yeah, that's what they said last week.
Right. Well, good luck, y'all. You know how important this is to us. Stacey, your mom gives you a sweet hug.
I return it wholeheartedly.
Fievel gives you a quick wave, Blitz, as you guys depart.
I lean over to Xray and just goes, "You know the only reason he's letting us drive is because he thinks we're dead anyways, right?"
I've survived with that guy more times than I can count. I think he's just seeing how long we can last. Till we come back.
Our characters bravely venture forth and step foot outside of Venterra, for the first time not intending to come back that night. There's a huge, wide world ahead of them as the sun rises over horizons of purple, orange, blue, and green. And that is where we will end our episode for today.
Are we there yet?
Would you say they're prismatic horizons?
Whoa! Title drop!
Awesome. All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. And thanks to our awesome crew here, as well as our producer, Rae, for helping us out with this episode.
Thank you, Rae. Thank you, Rae.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Had a great time. And we'll see you all next week for the next installment. Bye-bye.